In this lesson, we're going to be talking about doing password brute forcing. I've got Burp Suite up, and I'm in the intruder. Now, the type of attack I want to do is a cluster bomb. The reason I want to do a cluster bomb is because I've actually got multiple payloads here. I'm going to be changing what I put into each of the payloads. So you can see when we load up the intruder, it flags all of the things it thinks that you may be able to do some variability with. So I'm going to clear out all of the ones that I don't want to do any changing of. So I'm going to clear all of these out. You can see all of the cookies here that it got flagged as being potentially something that we could do some manipulation of. And I'm going to change that. And also get rid of these other two cookies. And I got a little carried away. So I'm going to add these back in, which may have been the easier way to do it to begin with. Just clear everything and then add those back in. Now I've got those two parameters there set so that I can do some manipulation of them. So now I'm going to go over to the Payloads tab. And the first payload, I've got two payloads here. My first payload, I'm just going to do a simple list. You can see all of the different things that I can do here. But what I'm going to do is just a simple list. And now I'm going to add from that list, I'm going to add usernames. And there's just a list of usernames that Burp Suite has installed with it. And of course I could add and remove and do my own custom list if I want, but I'm just going to leave this alone. Except that I'm actually going to add one here. I'm going to add the username admin. So the second payload, I'm going to do a simple list as well. And I am going to add passwords here. So I've got my passwords as my second payload. And now all I do is I go up to the intruder menu and I click Start Attack. And it's going to run through all of the different payloads. You can see we're going to run through all of payload 1 with payload 2 fixed. So it's going to run through all of these, and then it's going to go to payload 2 and it's going to run through all of payload 1 with payload 2 fixed again on the second one. So you can see we've got a lot of combinations here that we can go through, or that we are going to go through with the set of usernames and passwords that we have. And it's just going to plug away through those until it gets something other than a 302 status. So rather than doing a lot of typing in by hand, you could actually use Burp Suite to do some automated testing and brute forcing in this case of a username password combination. This is going to chug along for a while, and I'm just going to let this go. We're going to take a look at using the intruder to do things like SQL injection and maybe some cross-site scripting as well, and we'll do that coming up in the next lessons.